Alright guys, Rubber Tramp Renegade here. I'm outside in the garage again today and working on the fiberglass portion of this project. So let me show you what I have here. If you look here, I've got several different things to do this fiberglass project. This right here is fiberglass resin, and then this is fiberglass resin jelly. I've never used this. I've always used this here, so this is what I'm going to use first. I'm curious to see how this works. I don't know if I'm going to end up using it or not, but basically I've also got fiberglass cloth here and fiberglass mat. They're pretty much the same concept. This one's woven and this one's a lot of random pieces, and they're basically like a blanket. You're going to put this on the part that you're fiberglassing and then resin over it. I'm going to put some resin on there, put the mat on, and then fiberglass over it. So first thing I'm going to do is cut those pieces kind of to fit what I want them to. You just make a mess if you try to cut them as you're doing it. So cut some pieces, fiberglass over it, do one coat, maybe two, and then see how it turns out. So I'm going to put the camera up here and kind of show you the process. Alright, well, I've got my pieces cut, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little nervous on how this is going to turn out. It's been a while since I've worked with fiberglass, so we'll see how it goes. I've got my resin here and a brush, and basically what I'm going to do is mix this up in this cup here, and then brush it on. Once you mix this, you've got to move quick because you really only have about 5 to 10 minutes after you mix up. So you don't want to mix too much more than you think you're actually going to use. So in this case, since it's been a while, I don't know how much I need. I'm just going to mix a little bit and see how it works out. Alright, well, I'll kind of show you what I was talking about, forming your fiberglass cloth first. So let me show you here. I've got this one piece, and basically I just started out with a strip, and you can see I'm just going to wrap it around this. Kind of got it cut where everything will kind of fold around. Of course, I'm going to have to add in more pieces in here. I added these little gussets at the bottom of this to keep it from pulling apart at the top like it did yesterday, but that's basically what you have to do. Just kind of cut your pieces and fiberglass it as you go. This piece is going to take me a little while. I'm going to fiberglass a little bit at a time and take my time with it and see how it turns out. Alright, well, I kind of went a little haywire with the fiberglass, so let me kind of show you here. You can see right here I have completely put fiberglass over everything. You can see all that resin and everything there. That's okay. I'm going to trim all this up. There's a couple spots here that just need to be trimmed up, and then I'm going to grind everything down. That's one thing with fiberglass, you really can't mess it up. You can make it pretty sloppy, but basically you just grind it off and then put some more resin down. As long as you have the fibers soaked real good and attached to the surface you're trying to strengthen, you're okay. I have most of that piece done. I didn't get a little bit up here. This strip I didn't have enough fiberglass to do, so I'm going to have to get some more resin and do that strip there, and then I'm going to have to flip it over and do the face of that piece. So when I bolt everything together, it's got a smooth surface to seal. So Alright guys, so I've got the back piece painted up. I've just got one coat of paint on it, but I have got one heck of a mess. I don't know if you can see that back there. Look at that. It's just awful. So while that paint is drying, I'm going to try to clean up this mess. It's one thing I hate about doing body work is all the dust and stuff you get. You see all that dust from sand and everything. I did sand it down. I did wear a dust mask when I sanded this stuff, and I wore a mask when I painted. Probably should have worn a mask like I said when I did the fiberglass, but I didn't. Oh well. Let me show you the pieces here, and they've just got one coat on them. They're sitting out here in the sun drying. There it is. And you know, I could have done a little better job of it. I'm so tired of working on this project. I just wanted to get it done. You can see some runs, and the runs aren't in the paint. The runs are actually in the fiberglass resin, but hopefully when I get that back on the van, it won't be too noticeable. It'll look better than plywood anyway. So once that dries, I'm going to put a second coat on it and then let it dry again. Probably let it dry overnight before I put it in the van. I've already got the window unit air conditioner painted and put back together. I guess I could show you that. It's right here. It turned out pretty good. You can still kind of see through the the vents there, but it's not white, the whole thing. The back, I have a piece on the way, some perforated metal to cover that, protect that a little bit. I left the front white. It's going to be inside the van, so there's really no need to paint it gray. The ring on the inside of the van that I made is going to be gray, but the air conditioner itself, I just left it white. Alright, well, I'm back out here in the garage, and I've got these pieces painted. That's kind of what it looks like there. And I've just got it sitting on cardboard because I don't want the table here to scratch up. I put some gasket on here, and here's what I used. It's like I don't know, it's rubber. It's EPDM rubber. I got it at Lowe's. It's just in the hardware section. I went ahead and put it on here because there is a gasket on the van itself, but it's kind of dried up a little bit. It's just old. Just wanted to make sure I had something that's going to seal. So I've got that on there, and then I've got all my hardware sitting here and ready to go. I've got 1/4-20, but 3 inches long, stainless steel, and then they have, I put a little rubber washer on there. Couldn't find a washer, rubber washer as big as the other washer, but I guess it's good enough. Just so when I bolted this together, that bolt and that rubber washer creates a seal, and that way no water gets in. So I've got that ready. I've got the air conditioner sitting right here, and I'm going to try to put that together. I went and got some air conditioning foam from Lowe's the other day while I was there getting stuff, and there's a gap in between this piece and the other piece on the inside right here. So I've got that foam in here, and I didn't have enough. I thought it would be enough to go around the whole thing, being it was for a window unit air conditioner, but apparently it wasn't big enough to go around the whole thing. So the top piece, you can tell it's yellow. That's from my brother's mattress that we trimmed, so you're not going to see it, so it's not really that big of a deal. I'm going to tighten up these bolts and try to get that window unit in. Alright, well there's the moment you all been waiting for. The window unit air conditioner is in the van. It is surrounded by foam, and I tell you what, it was a job to tuck all this foam in here. It's so tight in here. I don't think there's any air coming in. It is cocked a little bit at an angle. I don't know why that is, but it's in there pretty tight. I screwed the wire up here, and then I screwed it in over here. It's out of the way, so when I close the door, it just it's just right there out of the way. It doesn't hurt anything. And here is the outside. Now remember, I'm waiting on one piece. I'm going to put a piece of perforated metal there to cover those up, because I did ding it up a little bit, so I got to get something on there quick before it gets all beat up. Here it is from the outside. From the back here, it's not just a piece of wood, it kind of matches the van here. I just got some spray paint. I'll show you what I used. This Rust-Oleum hammered. It's not exactly the same color as the van, but it's pretty close. It's what I painted the roof rack with, so you can see it's kind of just like that. I have AC in the van now, so I hope you found this video informative, and if you like what you see, let me know. If you have some suggestions, just drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.